Hi friends, hi. Okay, so in this video I will teach you a very basic decoration, cake decoration. It's very simple, so I will show you first how to cover your cake with fondant, and then I will show you how to make some simple nice borders using molds, and how to use molds also, and how to put your cake topper. So it's very easy and very simple but nice decoration. So I hope you like it. Enjoy. Okay, in this part of the process of cover your cake, it's very important that the first thing to do is to smooth the edges of the cake. Okay, the top of the edges. Okay, so the fondant doesn't break because the fondant is heavy, and if this is too long, then it can be it can be broken on the edges. So it's better to use the smoother and also your hands to undo the creases, and continue with your hands and using also the smoother until the bottom of the cake. Then you have to remove the excess of the fondant, but not at the level of the cake, not at the level of the cake, because fondant is elastic, and if you remove at the level, the first cut, then what can happen is that after you will see that the fondant goes up, and then you will see a cake. You will see the cake. So it's better you leave like 3 millimeters the first cut, then again use your hands and the smoother, and then you will see in that moment you will see really what the excess of fondant that really you don't need. So then for the second cut, you can remove uh, exactly at the border of the bottom of your cake. Here I am explaining about the different uses of the molds. In this case, this mold, there are a lot of kind types or shapes or figures that you can make with molds. In this case, I will use I think one of the stripes to use in the border of the cake. So the technique is very simple. You can use the corn starch to put on the mold, so the fondant is not sticky to the mold, and then you can choose whatever shape or whatever design you want, and then put the fondant, only what you need of fondant on the chosen design, and then just press with your fingers until you feel all the shape of the design. Okay, and then please don't use cutters, I mean X-Acto knives on these molds, because also you will cut the mold with these knives. So it's better to use like plastic cutters, modeling cutter, which is made of plastic. It's not with uh, metal, so it won't cut the mold. Then if you live in areas where it's very high humidity and it's too warm, you can put your like I am doing now, your fondant in the mold. Then you will see that I am pressing. Then I will cut using, you will see this cutter. Okay, then you can roll a little bit to fill all the spaces in the mold. Okay, then this is the cutter I am talking about, that white. This is not a X-Acto knife. It's not a knife, so it's like a cutter, but it's made of plastic, so it won't damage your mold. And then remove the excess. As I told you, if you live in places where it's very high humidity or it's too warm, and you feel that the fondant is very sticky, in spite of you use the cornstarch, what you can do is put on the fridge like for 1 minute, and then you remove very easily the design that you have choose. Okay, so that is also a good idea, because you won't damage the design, and it's very easy and fast removing the fondant from the mold. The next thing to do is to apply, if you have cornstarch or sugar on your cake, just with a simple dry brush, clean it, and it will be removed. And if you have a lot, or like really a lot, and it's not easy to remove with this brush, you can steam your cake, and this also will helps. Now to the next step is to attach these borders to the cake. You can use glue, I mean edible glue, which is made of Tylo or CMC, mix it with water, or you can use simple water, because this is very, it's not heavy, and it will be on the bottom of the cake, so it's very easy to attach, and no need I mean extra glue support. This is a topper, a girl topper that I made like 3 or 4 years ago. This is very easy to make and very easy. I will put a tutorial how to make this kind of easy and fast dolls. So what normally I do with my toppers, especially if these are girl toppers, standing toppers, is use a straw, and then I will put the straw inside the cake as you see now, and then I push the straw until this straw touch the border of the cake. I mean the the cake board, until this touch the cake board, and then I will cut at the level of the cake, and then I will insert inside the straw the stick that holds the cake topper. This is a good way to, I mean, to stand and to hold the cake topper on the cake, and especially if you have really high cake topper, this is really good because the cake topper will be um, stable, and it won't move anyway. I mean, it will be very, very, very secure, and you can be sure that nothing will happen with the cake topper, even though the cake will be in a car. I mean, for 2 or 3 or 5 hours, nothing will happen. Here I am using another mold to make simple and easy roses. But if you can do roses by yourselves, I mean, with your hands, is always better. I will put also a tutorial how to make roses without the use of molds, because not too many people has the option, or there is, in many countries there is no uh, a lot of shop stores of sugar, where you can buy all the infinity of molds that there actually exist on the market. So I will teach you how to do a lot of things, so you don't need to buy molds. Okay, this is better to know how to make, how to model a lot of kind of things, so you don't need to buy molds. So this is the way how you remove this kind of 3D uh, 3D figures from the 3D molds. And you can also put inside the mold a little bit of cornstarch, or as I told you before, with the board, with the when we make the borders of the cake, you can put it for a while, like 1 minute in the fridge, and then this will be very easy to remove from the mold. Finally, you decorate as you want. I just, in this cake, it was a demonstration how to basically cover your cake, and then how to put your cake topper on it, and then you can do, I mean, whatever decoration you want. I have this cat, so I use this cat, and these two very easy roses, so I use that. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.